right before the show, Kyle, you were engaging in some what I'll just call hysteria until you change my mind that the world's ending for reals.
No, nothing like that. But some telescope in Chile detected this asteroid that may potentially hit the Earth, and they don't know if it's going to yet because they don't have enough data on its path. So, like in 6 months, if they can see it again with Hubble or something, maybe they'll know more. But it's about 300 or 400 feet across. It's made of hard stone. They know for sure because they know its spin rate, and if it was like loosely packed rock, that would fly apart at its spin rate. So it's got to be solid. And if it hits, it's going to hit with the power of a pretty big nuclear weapon. And this is the potential path that it would hit on. The odds of it striking the Earth with the data they have right now are 2.3%.
Can I just add to that?
Yeah.
I saw a headline. They changed it from 1% to, I thought I saw 2.4, but whatever, right? 2.3, 2.4%. So the odds are on the upswing.
The more flight data they get, the more that percentage could change wildly. Like if they measure it in 6 weeks, it could plummet to 0 and no big deal. But right now it's 2.3, and this is the flight path that it would take. And so I told Zach to project it hitting the filthiest land in the world, India. And I told him to pick a populous city. This is what would happen if it hit Bangladesh. Can we zoom in? Can we zoom into little Bangladesh? Oh, let's show the... See, you fumbled it, Zach. So do it again. There's a whole impact thing, and they show shock waves. Oh,
I need to see some like an animal for scale, a tree.
Yes.
Is that what you're looking for? Okay.
Yes. This is wonderful.
Okay, so even most of Bangladesh will still be all right.
No.
Actually, this has me confused, Kyle. Like
because we don't know Bangladesh. Show me Atlanta. Show me Atlanta. The same thing. But let's. Before you click, launch it from zoomed in so we can see it do its thing.
Are we going to have lots of damage where it didn't strike? Or is like the sky going to turn dark and have a winter or something?
Depends what it hits, right? I don't know anything about that. I doubt it.
All right. But, let's make this extra fun, Kyle. What's your specific address?
So I'm up here in Alpharetta in the northeast of Atlanta.
No, say that it hits. Go
ahead.
Say that it hits right in the middle of Atlanta.
We don't need to find my house.
We don't need to find his house. Oh, you didn't say it's fun graphics.
I did.
Okay, so how big of an area is that?
Yeah, show the kill range though. That's what's interesting.
I need to go bigger.
So so in the very middle, 1,000 mile per hour wind. That may as well be 1,000,000 because you're dead.
Yes, exactly. This is what I'm talking about. And I don't know what happens when you set everything in Atlanta on fire, but it's gotta suck, right?
It gets cleaner.
An estimated 150,000 people would die by the wind blast alone. Interesting. So yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen to India. Wink, wink. In a few years from now. No, I found that fascinating.
Winds would within 2 miles would be faster than storms on Jupiter. Is what it said this is what it said in the sidebar.
I read it.
Yeah.
No, I'm imagining that happening to India, just cleaning it up, just burning all that trash and garbage up.
Afterward, all the trash removed from the river. Well, the river would be removed, actually. It would probably just bomb the river away and a whole new fresh crop of water would come down. That's how
I don't know what would happen. Right? My whole life, ever since I watched Bruce Willis save us in Armageddon, I've wanted to see an asteroid impact for RIP to Bruce Willis. In real life, there's that Tunguska event that happened.
He's not dead, is he?
His brain is.
His brain is.
Yeah.
Okay.
As good as dead.
Yeah, the guy.
If I'm ever Bruce Willis mode and one of you doesn't kill me, I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
Total opposite, bro. If I'm in Bruce Willis mode, dude, I'm the only one not suffering, right? That man's having a good day. He wakes up unburdened on the daily. Do you do that? Fuck no, you don't, right? There's finances, probably women. Who knows what's going on in your mind when you wake up in the morning? But I know what's going on in Bruce Willis's mind. Not a goddamn thing. Peace.
Yep. It's that circus music
I mean, self-lobotomy is always an option, Woody, but I would not trade places with
I mean,
Bruce
I
Willis.
tried it and got halfway, and now I just can't remember actors' names.
You're laying on the bed and like Jackie's trying to pull me off you, and I'm crying while I'm smothering you. Like it's not at all what you wanted.
You ever read the instructions on how to perform a medical proper lobotomy?
It's a hammer and like an ice pick, right? Is that close?
Yeah, absolutely it is. Of course, they use like stainless steel everything, so it looks medical, but they hammer that thing into your eye. And they don't hit your eyeball; they go past it, but through that thin part of your skull up here in your nasal cavity area, and into the part of the brain they want to destroy. And then the instructions are like, now just kind of jiggle it around vigorously. It's like
give it a medical jostling and then pull it back out.
You just
and then
wiggle it around to destroy that targeted piece of brain, and then pull it out, and you're all done.
Like every year, it seems like we figure out more about the brain and the specific purposes of its different regions.
The part's tiny.
Yeah, that's absurd. Just wiggling it, being like, all right, fuck, she's wetting herself right now. We went too far. Then you have to go out in the waiting room and be like, sir, our definitely 100% real procedure wasn't successful. And it's like, no, this is absurd.
I mean, they did that to the Kennedy kid,
that little girl.
Yeah. Well, she wasn't a little girl. She was a young adult woman, and they she was. I don't know what was her deal was. Maybe she was developmentally disabled or something. What I always read was that she would just like start flicking her bean in public and stuff and really going at it. But they
let her live.
Wow.
Let her just flick her bean on one of the giant Kennedy compounds with an intact, somewhat functional brain instead of like
Team Taylor here.
Yeah. Now she can't even get that one little bit of pleasure out of life.
Or why they give her a lobotomy when they could have given her a team of boyfriends?
Read that for us, Taylor.
Rosemary Kennedy had developmental delays as a child and was institutionalized after an experimental lobotomy in 1941. The lobotomy left her permanently disabled and unable to speak clearly. That seems almost like getting off easy with a lobotomy. Like, dude, someone hammering it into your... That's more... Like, that's like Mengele shit. That's so scary.
Get a lobotomy from masturbating a lot. Teenaged Woody dodged a bullet.
We all did. Like, that's absurd. That was just lazy parenting. They're like, I've told you twice now to stop jacking off. That's it. Taking you to the doctor where they're going to put a smooth railway spike up into your prefrontal cortex and then give it a wiggle.
They did over 50,000 lobotomies in the United States between the 40s and the 60s.
Yeah. Every so often, like, there's just a really obvious thing like that where like, no one's ever going to try to bring that back. Like, no one is going to, in modern day, be like, you know what?
Have you seen what Elon's up to? Have you seen what Elon's doing to those chimps?
RFK.
What's RFK up to?
He's not buying into your fake science. He likes the real stuff. He researched on his own.